go into Mesquite, confront this administration, breaking multiple state laws, causing major disturbance to a family. I think we go this way.
Freaking field trip.
So we're going to confront them, tell them they're breaking the law. And if they don't comply with the law, we're going to call the sheriff and ask for them to be arrested. If necessary, we'll do a citizen's arrest. Because these people who are supposed to be public servants can't just take the law into their own hands and think that they can just step all over parental rights.
Intimidating somebody with zip ties.
The Attorney General made it quite clear, as did the governor, that you can't quarantine healthy children. That's denying them an education. It's creating fear. It's imposing on the lives of parents who have to work. I'll show you what Frank's holding here.
My girlfriend might be on right now.
Okay.
Those are zip ties.
Okay. Here, I'll show you. Law enforcement zip ties. Okay, where is the office? We're just, oh, is it over there?
I thought it was up front.
Okay, probably. We're just coming in to talk first.
With your kid's schooling, you don't know where the office is?
But our public officials need to know that
There he is.
we mean business.
Where are you guys at? Okay.
Okay. This is what we have the right to do when our government gets out of control, ignores the will of the people, ignores the law. We have the right to say, no, you're not going to do that. You're not in charge, we are. This is our community, we pay taxes, we pay your salary. So, let's go have a talk.
Property taxes. Renting does not qualify.
Really?
Margot Principal, Vice Principal. I'm sorry I didn't get your name.
Kirsten Bites.
Kirsten Bach.
You're breaking state law right now. You're breaking the Parental Bill of Rights. I'm in touch with the legislature.
Okay.
You're not allowed to quarantine children that aren't sick. I've spoken to the state attorney general on this. And if you insist on this, we'll call and have you arrested. And we're willing to make a citizen's arrest if necessary. The community has been very clear, we're not putting up with this. You're bullying children and families. And we're not going to have that here. You are acting against the law. And we're taxpayers and we pay your salary. We're not going to have this in Vail. And if you try to keep doing this, you're going to have a big problem. Because there's a lot of people behind this. This little boy should be able to go on his field trip. This dad has taken time out of work, and for what? Because you've decided that you're going to quarantine a kid against state law?
I have not decided.
He shouldn't even be here.
We are following protocol. And what we've been
It's
doing.
not protocol, it's the law that you follow, not protocol.
Okay, well,
Because we have rights under the law, and we have constitutional rights, and you need to know that.
I know that. I am following.
We took our kids out of the school district because of this nonsense, but we're here to support this parent. Because people in Vail have had enough of this. And if you've been to the school board meetings, you'll recognize and understand that. Okay, I'm a scientist who wrote about COVID for health,
Okay.
for doctors and dentists all over the country. This is not the right approach. And you can handle this without stepping on people's rights and causing grief for families. We've had kids commit suicide because of this approach.
No, we have.
This has caused immense hardship. Your protocols do not supersede the law. There is hard and fast law on this, and I will bring legislators here. I'll bring the Attorney General here. We'll have this out.
Go ahead. Bye.
So I would advise, let this boy go back to school. Stop quarantining kids who are well, playing God and deciding who's contagious and who's not. You can't hide from a virus forever. And I just had one of my best friends die of COVID, so I take it very seriously.
Yeah, well, he brought it
But
on
you don't need to
himself.
cause all this collateral damage in fighting a virus. This is not acceptable. You need to know that. We don't want to be adversarial with you. But
That's
you
why
got to
he brought
stop
zip
acting
ties.
like you're in charge. You're not. These parents are in charge. And the Parental Bill of Rights says that by law. So you need to think heavily about that. This is causing a crisis for this young man, but I know this young man is very brave. He's like his dad. He's going to stand up for himself. So we're here as
All for a
advocates for the
fucking
community.
field trip.
And we can and will make a citizen's arrest if the law keeps being broken.
The law has been broken, and I have her on recording admitting that 2 people forced my son to wear a mask. So, as of today, they both committed a violation of the law. So,
Fucking attorneys here,
you are
great legal
legally
minds.
available to be put under citizen.
We've come to the school board asking
I'm
politely.
not joking. You can be smug. I'm not joking. I have had enough. Enough is enough. I made myself absolutely crystal clear when I came in last time.
Okay.
And you wanted to challenge me.
No, to prevent it. But this isn't reasonable. And the people of the state have made that very clear.
No, they haven't. We have Democratic fucking
Sure.
senators, you
What
jackass.
I would like to share with you is that these decisions are not mine. These are the governing board decisions, and I have to follow what I.
Okay, just following orders doesn't cut it when you're breaking state law. You have an obligation to the Constitution.
There will be no arrests occurring on Mesquite campus.
We'll see about that.
You want to be clear about that?
And
That's where, this is where you need to understand that, okay, you're trying to control a situation instead of help a situation. You're trying to tell us what's going to happen, but we don't answer to you, okay? This is our property. We pay for all this. Our children are the reasons that you have a job. And you seem to forget that fact, okay? To you, that's up to us, okay? And I didn't come here to challenge you. I came here to tell you
I came
that
here with
this
zip
is not
ties.
going to happen. My son is not going to be sent home. He is not going to be quarantined. My son will go back to class.
An elected board does not make decisions that go against state law or the will of the people.
Oh my god.
And they've been playing games with us, and we're done playing games. So you can follow them and be prosecuted along with them,
Okay.
or you can do your job and do what's right. Because you are beholden to the Constitution, not those people. And if they say something that's wrong and illegal, you're obliged not to follow it. So don't use that excuse.
I think we.
And look, we're 3 people here, but there are hundreds and thousands who stand behind us on this. And you need to know that.
There's more.
Because this isn't just going to go away. This is a hard stop.
What I can share with you is that we have to follow his. He needs to be quarantined,
No?
and I am asking you to leave my office.
No, we're not leaving. You're trying to control the situation. You're not going to control the situation.
You can call the sheriffs to have us arrested and removed from the property. And at the same time, I am going to be pressing charges. And I am going to have both of your staff arrested. And you arrested as well. Because, as Kelly stated, the law is the law. Just because your boss says that you have to do something that's breaking the law does not mean that you have to do it. You're the one that ultimately is held accountable. If your boss tells you to go break in and steal that car, well, my boss told me to break in and steal the car, so I'm not breaking the law because my boss said so. That's asinine. You broke the law. You're the one that's held accountable, not your. Guys can say all they want. They can try to do these mandates and these protocols. A protocol is not a law. A mandate is not a law. You need to understand the difference between that. Okay? You are breaking the law.
That's right.
You're violating the law. You're not following a mandate. You're not following a protocol. You are not going to control the situation. You are not going to end this. I've already stated, my son is not leaving. My son is not going into quarantine. You have absolute zero evidence that he has COVID or he's been exposed to COVID. You think, or he may have been exposed. If that's the case, you will shut this school down and send every single student home because, as my wife has very clearly stated, that child is in contact with most of the people in here. And then the people that they're in contact with are in contact with somebody else. You stopped 7 people from going, 7 students, 7 from going on this bus. 7.
And I'll tell you what,
all the rest of them to go.
you do the right thing and follow the law, we'll fight for you. Because we don't care who's involved. We don't care the personalities, we don't care the mandates. We care about what the law is. And the law is clear.
When it was a mandate, you were still breaking the fucking
And we'll be
law.
talking to the governor. We've already
Bye.
made those arrangements.
Bye.
So you can decide if you're going to follow the Constitution or 5 clowns sitting in a room who don't want to listen to their people.
That would be.
Because this community's fed up with this.
I'm not here to threaten you. I'm not here to challenge you. That's not my intent. I'm here to stand my ground. I'm here to say enough is enough. Okay, so there are 2 options. You can continue to butt heads and stop this from happening, or you can go along with it and help. You as an educator, you took an oath to help the children.
No, I didn't.
What's in the best interest of the children?
Fucking oath.
As he said, not listening to 5 different clowns that don't know what the heck they're talking about. You're the one that's in contact with these kids every single day. Why are you not quarantined?
That's a good point.
Why are you not quarantined? Why are you not quarantined? You guys are around these kids all the time. So the common sense says everyone should be quarantined if that's the case. 1 sick person can infect this entire school. If that's the logic behind it, you should be quarantined. Everybody should be quarantined. Nobody should be at school. The whole school should be shut down based on the protocol logic. It makes no sense. So are you going to stand with us or are you going to stand against us?
I think we're done here.
I don't think we're done here. I think we're just getting started. You've already done this to Stacy's son as well.
I
Okay, well, go ahead and take some money out because if they call the cops, I'm going to jail because I'm not leaving. They can have me arrested. So get the bail money out. She's leaving the office. They're both leaving the office. And they're done here.
Dude,
What about the
with the
teachers
zip
that are
ties, are you kidding
teaching
me?
that student all day?
Well,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, they're on their field trip. So yeah, she ended the meeting.
No, I meant like they're exposed to that student, obviously.
No.
Oh yeah, why don't you quarantine the teacher?
Absolutely.
They were obviously in touch with the child.
Absolutely.
And adults are more of a vector than kids.
What?
She's saying,
We're not
Is that your
doing
scientific opinion, you
she
moron?
said, yeah, but she said earlier that only the students that don't wear masks are being quarantined. The students that do wear masks.
Yeah, it's discrimination, and the Attorney General already weighed in on that, and so did the governor. And they said, you can't be doing that. It's against the law. And the Parental Bill of Rights, ARS 1-602 and 603, say that the parents make the healthcare decisions. And the Attorney General also said quite clearly that children shall not be deprived of an education. This is
You have another option.
random, it's eclectic. There's no reason to be singling out this
Eclectic
child.
doesn't mean what you think it does,
They
you
singled out the
dumbass.
students who were not wearing masks.
Is that right, Reese?
That's correct.
Is this your wife on the phone?
That's my wife.
Yeah.
The students that were, she said the students that were exposed to that positive child who were wearing masks were not quarantined and were allowed to go on the field trip and are not being sent home. Only the students who were not wearing masks who were exposed to that.
Yeah, that's utter discrimination.
That's exactly what I told her.
No one has ever said that masks stop transmission. No one.
Yeah.
They've said it might help a little bit.
God forbid. It's
But you know what else helps? Exercise, sunshine, fresh air, good nutrition,
Common sense.
lack of stress.
So did Chad not have any of that? Should have been a better friend, you douche.
He was looking for a trash can and they're over there talking to them. And that's fine.
We've been asked to leave, so I assume they're going to try a trespass thing, which
Well, did
is.
she ask us? Did she ask us to leave? Or
She
did
said,
say we're done?
I'm asking you to leave.
Okay.
And she said, we're done.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. She did ask us to leave then. Well, I'm not leaving.
Bet you are.
Well, and you have that right when they're breaking the law.
Or you don't. It's still fucking trespassing.
Hey, someone on here just said that's a real man. Yeah. That's a good dad right there.
Because the video's on you.
No, it's on you, man.
Don't put the
I don't think. Well,
Here, I'm going to
Yeah, let's keep it.
keep this camera focused at the door here.
okay. This is, by the way, Mesquite Elementary here in
No.
Vale. It's off of Rita near Nexus,
Yes.
right? Yeah. This is the same school that held Stacy Ollinger's son with no reason. This was probably, 3 months ago? Stacy was one of the ones who stood up to replace this school board. We get a sense that there might be some retribution involved here.
Yep.
Is that why you bought zip ties?
So, parents, if you're watching this, disenroll your kids if you're sick of this. And this community will help provide some homeschooling resources. Whether or not you have kids in the system or whether or not you have kids, confront the board, confront John Caruth, because they've gone rogue. I mean, the voters have spoken. But this recent law prohibiting mandates and jabs is redundant to laws that are already on the books, quite specifically the Parental Bill of Rights. So what's happened is the legislature has worked to make it quite clear, and they said, oh, well, this doesn't take effect till September 29th. But it is retroactive, which means, as far as we understand it, you can go back and sue the pants off these people. But the intent of the new law is clear, and it's supported by existing law. So there's no way out of this. And I'll tell you something, Vale is still America, and it's going to stay America,
Okay, this is your whole
and we're not going to put up with this.
class parade on a field trip, or just a couple classes? Do you have a classroom to go back to?
You know, it would be perfectly understandable if this young man were coming to school with symptoms or had had a positive test, but they've simply isolated him indiscriminately because he doesn't wear a mask. Not because of any kind of contact tracing or symptoms or anything like this. It's simply that the kids who wear this muzzle are allowed to go on the field trip, and the kid who doesn't choose to wear one is isolated. That's not right. That's not right. And it's about time this school and their administration got confronted, because this isn't the first time they've done this.
Nobody
And
cares.
I stood here with Stacy while she came to our business, to our shop, and cried because of the stress that this is causing. I'm already in touch with state legislators. This is going to go up the chain. This is not acceptable. It's inhumane. It's not the way this country works. So this area is in the jurisdiction of the Sheriff's Department, and we encourage all the sheriff's officers to uphold the Constitution, not the people who will break them. And we remind the Sheriff's Office that it is your duty to support the people, to uphold the Constitution, not to be administering policies. Because when policies go against the law, it's the law that prevails, not the policies. Reese is pretty calm considering the situation.
Like a bomb.
But he's also he's a big stubborn guy like me. But that's what fathers do. We protect our kids.
Absolutely.
We stand up.
You think you're big men by threatening
And
the
I
women
also
in
wouldn't
the
mess with
office.
the mama
Fuck you
bears,
guys.
'cause
You guys are,
they have claws.
I can't even call you pussies because
Masks are optional in
Yeah.
this school district, by the way.
you're fucking weak.
But
Pathetic.
discriminating against
And I
those
feel
children who
nothing
choose
but
not to wear
sympathy
them,
for your child.
oftentimes for health
Putting him
reasons,
through
is
this
discrimination,
traumatizing,
and it's against the
difficult
law.
situation, That's not being a parent.
And we're gonna
It's
sit
not
at the
putting
lunch
his needs
counter.
first. Fuck you guys.
We're going to take that seat on the front of the bus.
Don't eat. Oh my god.
We're going to use the wrong water fountain. Because that's what America is all about.
Really? How many Black Lives Matter protests you go to? Fuck these guys. Fucking clowns. They're legal
This is where we make the
degree
stand,
scientists,
folks.
coffee making bullshit.
When they start going after our children, and believe me, they already are,
Shut
that's
up.
where parents make the stand. We become a wall.
Alright, I'm getting tired of hearing you just
People
blabber.
need to understand we're not
Oh,
going to back down.
Can you be arrested or thrown out yet?
And yes, we will be confronting the board about this because this is
Good.
happening on their watch.
Says nothing in the state's law restricts the school district from following guidance provided by federal, state, or local public health authorities with regard to.
So that means you're in the wrong. It's a public health issue.
Okay. That's not a law. That's a rule. Yes, buddy, come on.
You guys are not attorneys. You guys are morons.
I know, but it's saying that it says that when local school districts were told by so Juicy's office sent letters to both of these school districts. Set the district's policy to mandate a 10-day quarantine for unvaccinated students who come in contact goes against the state law that prohibits schools from requiring vaccines or face
Yep.
masks.
Called it.
It goes against state law. So I'm going to take a break from the live feed here. I'm going to call Kelly Townsend and see if she can get in touch with the governor, and we'll be back.
Oh, good, Kelly.
It was electrifying.
Involved in bullshit.